tapping in. Thank you so much for just listening in with your boy as I talk about special, beautiful things this morning. Because listen, I had a fantastic night. And I hope I can bring you a little bit of that joy through this podcast as we shoot. I just want to make this one a short and sweet podcast, coming directly from your host because, man, in my heart, I got so much passion, so much power, so much love, joy to spread and to share. And I continuously want to do this not only through my books and my science and my work, but I also want to just share with the simple things, the simplicity of life, just having a conversation. You know, I got a lot of good friends and a lot of people who check on me throughout the week and check in with me throughout the week. And this always has been something that resonated with me. One of my favorite cartoons, right there, Winnie the Pooh. You see those good friends right there? They got Rabbit, we got Piglet, we got Tigger, we got Eeyore, and of course, the best friend of all, everybody wants to be friends with Pooh Bear. And he's become an icon in this world. I mean, there's a lot more friends that we didn't mention, but he's an icon in this world. And, you know, you can be that main character in your own personal life. That's been a trend, a kind of a meme going through the world here now. Oh, he's giving real main character energy. Oh, he thinks he's the main character. Oh, she thinks she's the main character. Look at them. They should be the main character. Blah 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 blah. All these different things. But at the end of the day, in your own perspective, you can be the main character as long as you understand the types of people you put around you. You can be that main character for those people who you have around you, who count on you for love, joy, and power, who count on you for love, who count on you for friendship, who count on you for advice, count on you for your funny ways, for you to just be their peace, and things like that. This is as me as a Christian. My Pooh Bear, my main character will be Jesus Christ. He's like my best friend. It's so many things in life that I lean on him because of. And it's in my own little, he said in the scripture, he said, ye of little faith. In my own little faith, it's like I, I'm not always so knowledgeable of when and where to give him his glory for what he's doing. God deserves all the glory and all of the praise at all times. You feel me? So that's the thing. And I just want to say, that main character energy. I just want to come on here as a friend today, letting you all know that I see you guys. I don't just see you guys, but I hope the best for you guys. And me coming directly at you, thanking you for supporting the Humming Podcast. And some of y'all might have listened to the last bit of the DJ Daniel podcast where I was talking about the new name that will come about because of my mistake. If you hadn't listened to it, go to the end of that last one and listen in. But I think I'm coming to a mindset of yes, the name of this podcast will surely be something new because it's gonna be for an excitement factor and simply for a factor of look what's going on and these changes that are coming about in life, so I can keep up with the trend, not because I just want to change it, but because of what happened. Some things happen. You got to go listen to the end of that last podcast if you want to know. Another thing, thank you to everyone who recently supported and subscribed to the Humming Podcast. This is probably going to be a lot of people's first notification to just to be hearing from me. So one thing about it is I like to tell you guys what I'm really about. And so what I'm really about is this. I have a psychology degree, went to college in Kansas, and one of the books that really inspired the beginning of my journey, it's a lot like Winnie the Pooh, the story, but it's so different. It's The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz. Me, a Texas boy going to Kansas. And then I realized, okay, I guess that is a real story. I mean, of course, I didn't just go to Kansas, pick up the book of The Wizard of Oz, and just my life changed. I was a football athlete. I played sports, and that understanding of what the as a psychologist, that psychology started working its way in my life, And as I was getting better at understanding what was really happening, so I could bring healing and love into a holistic way to those who may use my form of science. As I was going on this path, I started to realize, okay, not only are these books real in my hand right here, not only am I holding this work, but these were another author's interpretations of how they could bring light and joy and smiles. What do they say are the best forms of medicine? Laughter. They could bring all these good things to people who would read or engage in their work. And so I started to see this, and I started to see this on a bigger level. See, I have published right now through Amazon, and I've written more. But right now, you can go and purchase one of the 4 books that I have on Amazon: Humans of the Ocean, Humans of the Ocean, The Newer Places, and another version of Humans of the Ocean, which is Emmett's the Sea Stars, whatever. Emmett the Sea Star. It's like his a true shorted version of his journey. So, and now I'm working on 3 other books, and you will be able to get those in not too long. So I'm gonna have to make some rearrangements, um, make sure that this is the real copy that I want to be out to the public, different things like that. And once this is real, once this is my process, and I feel as it's good, then, and through much prayer, of course, I'm led that this is good. I will be releasing these books so you can make the purchases, or if I do reach out to other creators or writers or whatever, or people who can get my stuff published in a new way, I will be testing those hypotheses. I will be testing those. Um, I will test those hypotheses. You know, I will do it because I am not going to play around. This is what I really like to do. I enjoy this. This is what I find a lot of love. And not only do I write, but I also make music. I write poetry. I do these things. So, Humans of the Ocean, that is my big thing on this. That's why it's called the Humming Podcast, because it's hum, humming. It's kind of me bringing those things together. So, the Humans of the Ocean Science Podcast is the real name of this podcast, and it's the Humming Pod podcast, or the Humming Pod. The Humming Pod. Simple as that. And I'm your host, Kavaski Irvin. I told you I was going to keep this one short and sweet, so we're going to stay true to that. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tapping in. We got more coming. Don't be alarmed. I'm going to probably make another video in not too long. Yes.